y'all? It's your girl UC Kayla. Happy Tuesday. This is your All-American Homecoming review of last night's episode. But before we get into it, if you're new here, welcome to UC Kayla TV. And please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. If you've watched a couple times and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for me, guys, because I'm going to continue to review this show. I absolutely love it. So let's get into it. Last night was All-American. After it took a 1-week break, and then last night we came back with All-American Homecoming Season 1, Episode 7, entitled Godspeed. If you see me looking over, y'all, I'm just looking at my notes. And we're going to get into it. I'll start with the synopsis of the episode. So, Simone faces her first college-level tournament. Damon struggles with an assignment. As JR re-examines his identity, he gets advice from an unexpected source, and Keisha tries to navigate her late mom's birthday on her own. Very, very accurate synopsis. All right, y'all. So I do an HBCU themed breakdown of these episodes. So we're going to start with the pregame topic, or the topic that kicked off the episode. So we begin the episode with Damon trying to make up with JR, but he gets blown off. Y'all, side note, JR got on my nerves so bad last night. But we'll get to that. I was just glad the episode ended the way it ended. Simone learned about her opponents for the tennis tournament. I think it was like the Marietta Tennis Conference or something. It was like a 2-day thing. Nate and Simone offered Keisha support as she struggled with her deceased mother's upcoming birthday. And then they secretly planned to help celebrate her since she and her father couldn't go to Detroit to visit the gravesite. All right, y'all, let's move on to the tailgate topic, or the topic that happened during the game. Amara is putting together a women's summit on school grounds, and Keisha volunteered to help her, and she did go out there and help her. Then Coach Turner showed up and was trying to offer friendship to Amara, but Amara was not with it. She was like, boo, we way past friends. And I got to give it to her. Then also JR's fraternity, I think it's called KEK. It was supposed to be their Founders Day, and they had an event which brought in an unwelcome guest, Coach Shaw, who was the former baseball coach that caused that big scandal with the cheating. Coach Shaw came in fronting and pretending like he was all about brotherhood. Meanwhile, I feel like it was pretty apparent that his intentions were not pure. All right, guys, so our rival teams, or our antagonists this episode, I would definitely say Coach Shaw. We didn't have anybody else, I don't think. Let's move on to the halftime show, or the bigger parts of the episode. So Thea was a really great friend to Simone to help her with advice about overcoming anxiety during the tennis tournament, because she blew it the first day and then she got upset. But the second day she was able to overcome after Thea kind of had to, Thea is kind of harsh with the advice, but sometimes Simone doesn't listen. So she kind of needed it, and it paid off. Coach Shaw found out about JR quitting the team because, for whatever reason, JR fell for the bait from Coach Shaw. Well, I mean, that was his former coach. But he took the bait and told him about him quitting the team and stuff. So Coach Shaw found Coach Turner, used that information to get him against him, and put him on blast in front of President Allen, which led Coach Turner to getting a lecture, basically, or some threatening statements from President Allen about the future of the baseball program and the program's funding, which he already knew that and didn't need. So the family, and when I say the family, Simone, Nate, Amara, they threw a Filipino birthday celebration at Amara's house in honor of Keisha's late mother, which brought her to tears, and it also brought her father there. They invited President Allen. And it kind of brought her and her father close together again, because they had been at odds ever since, she decided to do dance instead of pre-med. Keisha's father, President Allen, explained to her why he wanted her to hold on to that dream of being a doctor. It kind of gave him closeness to what her mother wanted for her. But he also did finally come around and say that he understood Keisha's real desires, basically, and he would learn how to support her and her dance dreams. So that was good. Keisha explained to Cam why she stood him up on that date when she never showed up to the Tibbs barbecue, and what she was going through with her mom's death. And then they agreed to be friends while she works on opening up to being in an actual relationship. I don't believe that, but we'll see. Not that I don't believe what she's going through. I don't know how they're gonna navigate being just friends because they're past that at this point. So the post-game turn-up, guys, or the bombs that were dropped at the end of the episode. Damon comes into a powerful awareness of himself, and he realizes he can still be a whole, as in whole person, without knowing his biological parents and history. We found out that Coach Turner has mental mood disorder. It was on the label of the medication that we saw him taking in his office. Amara was videotaped during her women's summit that they ended up having on the tennis courts because President Allen revoked her permission to have it in the school center because he was actually trying to save her. But she was videotaped and edited to paint the school in a bad light, even though that's not, it is what she said, but they pieced it together to make it be something else. That's not how she said it. And President Allen was very upset because, again, he didn't even want her to have it in the first place, and that's why he revoked her permission. So this is not good. And then lastly, JR apologized to Damon. I didn't think the apology was that genuine, but whatever. Well, not genuine. I think it was kind of like, there was not a lot of effort put into the apology, in my opinion, for how rude and angry he was being towards Damon and everybody else. But he also expressed that he wanted to get back on the baseball team. Thank God he didn't listen to Coach Shaw's terrible advice. They also got the DNA test results and found out that they are not, in fact, brothers. All right, so my opinion of the episode, I enjoyed the episode. I think that Coach Shaw is a shady son of a gun. And I think Keisha and Cam, child, it'll take Keisha 5 to 7 business days and they're going to be in a relationship, okay? They ain't going to make it to the end of the season without being in a relationship, I don't think. I could be wrong. We'll see. I want Coach Turner and Amara to work things out. I feel like they could talk these things out. Coach Turner messed up pretty bad with the way he handled things. But now that we see that he has mental mood disorder, he's just going to have to be really honest with Amara. Amara is not an unreasonable person, but she doesn't take well to just, I'm going to tell you anything and you go with it. That's not Amara's style. Like I said before, JR's apology was kind of lame for as much of a jerk as he's been lately. I think Damon should have made him work harder for them to be cool again, but whatever. I'm glad the episode ended the way it did, and I don't know what kind of advice Coach Shaw called himself giving JR, but that was not motivational at all. I'm like, this guy is just trash. He's the worst. And I also wonder who set up Amara with that video edit, because they already know her job is on the rock. So I wonder if a new antagonist or rival team is going to be introduced to us next week. You guys let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments. I really enjoyed the episode. I can't wait until next week. I don't think there's going to be another hiatus week like we had last week. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the episode, and I'm really excited about this series. It's starting off really strong. Every time I watch it, I have to remember, Kayla, this is a brand new series, and it's strong every week. I haven't had a week where I felt like, this seemed like a filler episode. I've enjoyed it every week. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share if you like the content. And let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments, guys. And I will see you back here again next week. If you watch Sisters on BET, please watch my other videos. If you watch The Oval on BET, I will be posting a video about that on Thursday. So you have some other opportunities to join me here on the channel. Thanks, guys. Have a great, happy Tuesday.